Kia ora, a hot day in store today across Canterbury, plenty of clear sky through there. You can see on the satellite charts, we've got more cloud down towards the south, some wetter weather making its way in towards Fiordland. But for the majority of New Zealand, as we go through the rest of Wednesday, it'll be dominated by high pressure, which will leave plenty of dry and fine weather across us. You can see we've got a little bit more activity down in the far south. We have got some heavier rainfall pushing in towards Fiordland, some of that rain making its way across in towards parts of Southland as well. But other than isolated showers across the Northland, most spots will stay dry. We'll also be chasing a fair bit of clouds as we head through in towards the early hours of the morning for Thursday. Perhaps even a few pockets of mist and fog through parts of Waikato and the Bay of Plenty. You can see, though, as we head through the night time, for many of us, it's a very similar story. It stays dry. Areas of cloud, but I think we'll get some nice clear skies down across parts of Canterbury. And we have got that wet weather in the far south and a touch more cloud through Southland and Otago. But what we'll really notice through the night will be another very mild night. Look at these overnight temperatures as we head through towards the early hours of the morning. Very, very warm around the likes of, say, the eastern side of the country as we head through towards Thursday. And those warm temperatures are set to be a very early maximum for places down in places of Dunedin and Otago, with that next front just running northwards, bringing some cooler air up across Otago and the southern parts of Canterbury. Also more cloud and the better chance of some showers across parts of the South Island, mainly down across the far south and about the higher parts of the southern Alps. While up north, we'll keep hold of plenty of dry, fine weather. So here we are for the North Island. We've got that early morning cloud around the Bay of Plenty, parts of Waikato, even up towards Auckland and Northland. Might find an odd shower just pushing through on towards that eastern coast of Northland. But again, for many of us, it's a dry looking day, a touch more cloud around the more western side of the coast down the far south there for Wellington, up towards the Kapiti coast. But most spots will stay fine and dry through the daytime. The cloud will build back up across the central parts of the North Island to bring perhaps an odd isolated shower there. But for many of us, it's a dry looking day with the cloud breaking up to give us some brightness and some sunshine. And temperatures still pretty warm across the North Island as well. Highs back to around about 29 degrees Celsius for Napier and up towards Gisborne. Even down in Wellington, we'll find the temperature up to 20 degrees Celsius, 26 up in Auckland as well. Another very warm day and a very warm night as well. Temperatures not much lower than about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius. So as we head through towards the South Island, for places like Nelson and down towards Marlborough and Canterbury, plenty of dry, fine and sunny weather to start day. More cloud on that western coast. You can see as we head down towards Fiordland, there's that wet weather and some scattered rain running across central parts of Otago and out towards the coast as well. As we head through the morning time, we'll find that cloud creeps northwards up in towards parts of southern Canterbury. Might find a few showers pushing about the foothills, but more of the activity will be cloud bubbling up across the central spine of the South Island. And there will be one or two heavier showers in amongst the ranges for parts of Nelson and Marlborough, away from the main centres. But I think up in the ranges, we could catch one or two heavier showers through there, and a cloudier end to the day for, say, Christchurch as well. All the way down in the south, though, we will keep hold of a fair covering of cloud. Most of the rain, I think, will be away from the likes of, say, Invercargill. So although we'll probably keep areas of cloud through the daytime, a lot of the scattered rain will be up through the central parts of Southland and Otago. What we will find, though, is with that front moving up from the south, it will be an early maximum temperature for places like Invercargill and Dunedin, with those temperatures pretty warm through the night time. But once that cooler air comes up, we'll find a bit of a drop in our temperatures through the daytime, so not nearly as warm for Thursday or Friday down across those southern parts. Even up towards places like Christchurch, we'll find a degree or so cooler than we'll get to today, and also that cooler air reaching you as we head through towards the end of the day, and also that cloudier conditions as well. Up in the far northern parts of the South Island, though, we'll still reach highs of around about 29 degrees Celsius for places like Blenheim, keeping hold of that warm air and mostly sunny conditions through most of the day. As we head on in towards the next few days, we are going to find generally dry conditions across the North Island for Friday. We are going to start to find things break down a touch over the next few days. Still some pretty warm air, across the North Island on Friday, cooler temperatures down in the south, and we are going to start to find as we head through in towards the weekend, a bit more in the way of activity moving in from the Tasman Sea, mainly impacting those western sides as we head through Saturday and through in towards Sunday. It moves through fairly quickly as we head through Christmas Eve there, but we're going to keep hold of a touch more cloud around these western coasts and some showers as we head through in towards Christmas morning as well. So there's still going to be a bit of a cloudier story across those western sides to start the day, and more showers as well, particularly across those western parts of the North Island. But we are also going to find it's a pretty warm day. That warm air is still with us. So for Christmas Day, I think we're going to find our temperatures on the high side, especially again around these eastern sides of the country. But as always, we'll have more of an information as we get closer and closer to the big day. So do please keep up to date with the latest forecasts, and you can find all of those at metservice.com.